In today's episode, the new one-way system around Cavendish Square freaks me out.
This is weird.
Our tariff increase gets approval. And of course, we play another round of Guess the Fare. Interesting. Hey, good morning, you crazy cats. It's Monday, the 10th of March. We've just had a wonderful spring-like weekend. However, today, the weather has reverted to type. Fancy going out and doing a shift with me? Come on, let's go. And no one nailed Guess the Fare on the nose last time. The answer was £29.80. The closest being at Mancroft with £29.60. Not bad at all. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. Right, let's get into this. So the story so far is this. I thought I was getting through the kipper season and things were starting to pick up until about 8 days ago, Ramadan started. And that meant that the whole of the Middle East crew, those wonderful customers and passengers, just left London. Anyway, working adjustments have been made. The weekend was pretty good actually. Yesterday had a wonderful spring-like day. Everyone was out in London. So a bit of hope for this week coming in from Monday the 10th, and well, let's see what happens. Other news in London, I was reading yesterday that this man had trained his dog to play the trumpet on the London Underground. Yeah. The dog went from barking to tooting in half an hour. I think they call that a dad joke. Okay, as you saw earlier, I was reading a little publication about London cabbies getting a pay rise this year. Let me give you a bit more information on that whilst I dive in and get my latte. The bullet points about the tariff increase in the LTDA magazine are as follows. So the TfL board members recommended to increase the minimum fare, the flagful, by 40 pence to £4.20, and then increase tariffs 1, 2 and 3 by, wait for it, 5.5%. Let me know what you think about that. The committee also approved a reduction in the Heathrow extras from £2 to £1.60, and then an increase in the Heathrow drop-off charge from £5.20 to £6.
Not only is the new tariff increase there to cover costs, I know it's double the rate of inflation, it's there to encourage drivers to stay in the industry and encourage new drivers to come into the industry. Over the last decade, 8,000 drivers have jumped out of this profession. And if current trends continue, in 15 years' time, the amount of cabbies on the streets of London will be a big fat 0.
Okay, taxi drivers and members of the public, let me know what you think about that fare increase. Okay, back on the road. Couldn't get onto the rank at the Hilton Kensington, so I just kept heading east. Notting Hill, Bayswater Road, got up to Marble Arch, down the Park Lane, and I turned into Park Street at the back of the Grosvenor House Hotel and decided to rank up there. Things were looking very quiet.
Okay, the Grosvenor House Hotel. Let's see what my first job of the day brings me. Couldn't get on at the Kensington Hilton, my favourite, of course. So we're in Mayfair.
And it wasn't long before that beautiful gas red cab was pulling away, and a customer didn't come out of the hotel, came off the street for me, and this was my first job.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Jump in. Thanks. That's no problem, yeah.
Okay, first job of the day. Picked it up outside the back of the Grosvenor House Hotel. Did not come from the hotel. Forward Park Street, right onto Oxford Street. The SOAS is a school in Russell Square, but we have taxi drivers privilege on Oxford Street this time of the day. It's absolutely empty. So going from west to east, it's Oxford Street all day long. Oxford Street basically starts getting busy after 11 o'clock, but at this time of the day, it's an absolute breeze. Okay, went through Oxford Circus. We're at Tottenham Court Road, coming up, left turn there, next to Centre Point on the right, as you can see. Wait for the red light to turn green, left onto Tottenham Court Road, right onto Great Russell Street. Head towards the lights on Gower Street, straight over those, past the British Museum on the left Montague Street. We'll be complying Russell Square and set down on the top left-hand corner for SOAS, School of African and Oriental Studies.
Cheers. Bye, you too. The first job is completed. That was the Grosvenor House Hotel on Park Street. That particular gentleman came straight to my window, didn't come from the hotel. Okay, let's head off. Find job number 2. That was picked up at 8:20, that job. It's still kind of rush hour now. Let's see where job number 2 is going to take us.
Did a right into Russell Square down towards Southampton Row and then the Kingsway, and I'm heading south down towards the Aldwych, thinking about, there's a nice little rank I can jump on there. Normally pick something up from the street or outside the hotel. Oh, hello me hotel, here we are again.
Oh, hello sir.
I'm going to Kennington Business Park, Brixton Road.
Oh right, yeah, I think I know it, yeah.
Right, leave by left Aldwych, left onto Waterloo Bridge. I'm going south of the river. See, we do go south of the river. Comply Waterloo roundabout, leave by Waterloo Road. Heading south now, but not going towards the Elephant and Castle. I'm going to take a right turn onto the Bayliss Road. This takes me down towards Hercules Road, but there's no right turn. Used to use that all the time when it was open. Forward and left Kennington Road, and Kennington Road is a long road indeed. This is going to take us down towards the Brixton Road. So just keep on going on the Kennington Road. As you can see, traffic's very light this morning, in and out of the bus lane there. Cross Kennington Lane, forward Kennington Road, heading south all the time, and we'll go past the oval on the right where the old gasworks were. Right Kennington Park Road, left onto the Brixton Road, cross over these lights, set down on left.
Thank you. Wow, there we go, the Aldwych to Kennington Business Park. Well, I haven't been down here since 1842. From here, about turn, a U-turn, and then head back towards Vauxhall, I think. That was job number 2. Not too bad. It's a Monday, what do I expect? People are going to be working from home today.
And that's exactly what I did, headed up towards Vauxhall. Vauxhall Cross, jumped over the Briggs, then Vauxhall Bridge Road. Headed northwest up Vauxhall Bridge Road, and before I knew it, I was at Victoria. Hey, let's rank up at Victoria. Haven't been there for a while.
Right, looks like I'm going to be ranking up at Victoria, which I don't think we've done before, and it's not normally a rank I jump onto. However, the feeder is empty, so we could be okay as far as wait times are concerned.
And in very short time indeed, I was at the monitor showing me that the concourse in front of the station was free for me to drive in. That's what they're there for. We use them all the time. So I made my way into the concourse behind this beautiful white cab. And before long, well, customers were jumping in.
Hi.
Royal Marsden.
Royal Marsden, yeah.
Is it all right for a receipt?
Yeah, sure, yeah, no problem, yeah.
Okay, leave by Victoria Station, forecourt left, Buckingham Palace Road. Heading west here now, I'm going to be looking for a turn into Pimlico. So keep going west, and it's a right turn onto the Pimlico Road, past the old barracks on the left. Going to cross over the lights here. It's going to be right Franklin's Row, left St Edmund's Terrace, right into Walpole Street, cross Kings Road, forward Anderson Street, left Elliston Place, forward Chelsea Green, forward Kale Street, lovely part of London around there. It's like a little village, right Sydney Street. Hit the lights at the end, that's the Fulham Road. I'm going to be doing a left turn, and it's a left into the forecourt of the hospital, set down on left.
Thank you, sir. Okay, job number 3, that was Victoria Station to the Royal Marsden Hospital, and it was only a tiny wait at Victoria Station, which was nice. Okay, Fulham Road, where should we go now?
Well, let me tell you that things dropped off a cliff for the next hour. I was driving around West London looking for job number 4, and job number 4 was not looking for me, I can tell you that. Anyway, ended up going into town up towards Knightsbridge, Hyde Park Corner, and thinking, well, I'm going to try out my old friend, the Peninsula Hotel. And that's where I ended up, ranking up at the Peninsula Hotel.
Looks like this cab has just got one, which is great, which means I'm on point. I'm where I need to be, at the front of the rank. Oh yeah, Arlington House, yeah.
Okie dokie, job number 4, it's a diddler. Do a U-turn, comply Hyde Park Corner. Park is closed for changing of the guard, so all we've got is Piccadilly. And of course, they're doing roadworks again up by the Ritz. We're down to 1 lane. So it's a case of left, right, shimmy in and out of the bus lane. I just need to keep going, which is exactly what I did. This job should take about 7 minutes, but today it took about 13 to 14 minutes. Anyway, brake for the right lane. I need that right turn into St James's Street. The lady wanted to be dropped off in Bennett Street in the end, so that's exactly what I did. Right and right, set down on left.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Right, little tiddler there. That was... Oh, it's okay, yeah. I'll lock it. Yep, thanks. The door wasn't closed properly. I said, don't worry, I'll sort it out. Yeah, it wasn't the Peninsula Hotel. That job was actually off the street to Arlington House, but she wanted me to drop her off on Bennett Street. So job number 4.
From Bennett Street, took a left onto Piccadilly and headed west. Thought I'd give Sloane Street a try, then give Sloane Square a try, and then the King's Road. And, well, not a lot was happening. Headed north from the King's Road up towards the Queen's Gate. There was a space on the rank outside the Queen's Gate Hotel and the Kensington Hotel. So I took my chances.
Okay, not a lot happening in London this morning on Monday the 10th. It's very quiet at the moment. I don't think I've done a job for about an hour. Well, no, I did the Arlington House one and that was about it. Right, he's moved off and I'm moving on. 2 hotels here, the Kensington and the Queen's Gate Hotel. Hi there.
So I'm going first up the street to pick up someone in the Olympia.
Okay, let's go to Olympia with a stop on Queensgate. We needed to pick another person up there, just a little bit further north. So headed north on Queensgate. This is a long thoroughfare. We'll stop in a minute next to the Thai embassy. She jumped in and away we go again towards Queen's Gate itself, one of the great entrances into the park. Left onto the Kensington Road. Kensington Road neatly transitions into Kensington High Street. Coming up to Old Church Street on the right, that's why the traffic is a little heavy here. Everyone's jostling for position. I'm staying in the left lane because I'm heading west and I'm staying on Kensington High Street. This week, I've been informed there is a book fair on. The book fair is a big event, so if I'm around that area, I might pop my nose in and take a look to see if I can get some more work. Anyway, set down on left, we have arrived.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Great. Okay, Queensgate. In fact, that was the Queensgate Hotel. To Olympia. Job number 5.
From there, about turn and head east up Kensington High Street. And I'll tell you what, let's do Guess the Fare on the next job. Well, I didn't have to wait long for the Guess the Fare job. It was waiting for me on the left of the High Street.
Oh, hi, sir.
Hi, could I go to the corner of North Row and Park Street?
Of course.
Well, a nice job this is. Leave on left Kensington High Street and head east. North Row is in the north corner of Mayfair, so I need to get up onto the Bayswater Road. Left Camden Hill Road. Head north here. I'm not going to do a right Sheffield Terrace. It always gets blocked. Cabbies, do a right onto Bedford Gardens. That's way better and way wider. Left Kensington Church Street. Right onto Notting Hill Gate. Head east onto the Bayswater Road. Forward, passing Queensway on the left. Wait for the lights here and we'll get through those in just a second. Now it's basically just a straight line all the way through to Marble Arch. Traffic still very light. It's Monday. Everybody's working from home. Please come in and use a cab, someone. Okay, forward past Lancaster Gate on my left. Get through the lights here. There never used to be lights around this junction. We used to be able to drive all the way through. No problem in the world. Jump into the bus lane on the left-hand side when I can. Oh, look at that. He undertook me. He was going super fast. Forward and right, Marble Arch, left, North Row. Set down on right.
Thank you. Job number 6, Kensington High Street to North Row. And that was Guess the Fare. Okay, the flagpole starts at £3.80. Then the Fed right. And that was Guess the Fare. The flagpole starts at £3.80 and then the fare rises in increments of 20p pieces. What do you think Kensington High Street to North Row Mayfair went to? I'll let you know at the start of the next shift episode. Seeing that I dropped off on North Row, I popped into this wonderful little Italian cafe restaurant. It's like a mama and papa places, sandwiches and pastas and great things. It's called Cardinals. I've been there before. A latte. I have got Swiss cheese and bacon and chicken.
If you're on North Row, why not check it out? Cardinals, nice family-run business, great pasta as well. And for £9, you know, that's probably what you'd pay nowadays in the big sandwich chain shops. So take a look, Food's fantastic. Headed out towards Park Lane, down toward Belgrave Square, and around the corner, Grosvenor Place, and ranked up outside the Cleveland Clinic. Yep, there's a space for one taxi.
Right, I'm on Grosvenor Place. This is the Cleveland Clinic. There's one space for one taxi here, and I do get work out of this place. We haven't been here before. Let's see what happens. It's a new clinic, a multi-billion-pound clinic for private healthcare that's open on Grosvenor Place. Hi. Tufnell Park, yep.
Well, thank you, Cleveland Clinic. This is a nice little job or a fairly big job. So leave on left Grosvenor Place. Comply Hyde Park Corner. Leave by Park Lane. Traffic's still very light on a Monday, I must admit. Anyway, left and right. Let's hustle in and out of that bus lane. Gonna do a right turn up here onto Brookgate, I think, and head towards Duke Street. So forward Upper Brook Street and then forward Grosvenor Square. Through Grosvenor Square left onto Duke Street, and we'll head over Oxford Street, passing Selfridges on the left. Right onto Wigmore Street. I'm going to access the Marylebone Road here through Wimpole Street, and that's the way it's going to work today for me. Left Wimpole Street, a bit of traffic here on the first red light, which has started to creep up, and I'll tell you more about why it's crept up a little bit later. Forward Upper Wimpole Street. Upper Wimpole Street will then transition into Devonshire Place. Devonshire Place gives me access to the Marylebone Road. This is quite a little roader, isn't it, by the way? Stay in the right lane here, right onto the Marylebone Road, left into the bus lane here, and then squeeze through the gate because you've got those two boulders on the left and right. They're a bit of a pain. Didn't want to crash the cab. Forward, outer circle, and then it's a right on to the Parkway. We are in Camden country now. Forward Parkway, I'm guessing there's going to be traffic in front of me. And of course there was. Going to be backed up because one of the lanes has been taken away towards this very busy junction. Lots of road options before me at this four-way junction, but I'm going to take the second on the left, which is the Kentish Town Road. That's going to get me heading north in a straight northerly direction. So all the time this is just north going through Kentish Town. Bit of roadworks on the left there, but it didn't take long to get by those. Anyway, Hampstead isn't far away now, but I'm not going there. I'm heading towards the Fortress Road. Two-way split ahead of me. I'm going to bear right and do the right splits, as it were. Ooh, painful. Head north. This is the Fortress Road. Set down on left.
Bye-bye. Take care. Oh, there we go. Job number 7. The Cleveland Clinic came up good. Sir, I went up north. North London. Right, from here, I'm just going to head down south. Well, towards the centre of London. Through Camden, get out onto the Euston Road, and Harley Street is my next capture for a job. Whenever you're driving around and you drop off, you're always thinking about where you can pick up next. And I don't think I'll get anything going through Camden on a Monday.
And sure enough, I did end up on Harley Street, heading towards Cavendish Square. I didn't trap a job anywhere near Camden. And then I was confronted with a new road layout around Cavendish Square.
Wow. This is weird.
This was the first time I'd actually driven the new one-way system around Cavendish Square, and let me tell you, it felt very, very strange. Anyway, more about that a little later. From there, headed down Bond Street, right onto Brook Street, and then I crashed into Grosvenor Square. And I noticed that there was a space free on the Biltmore Hotel rank. So, well, I took it.
All the way back from Fortress Road, North London, and no job. As predicted, I've made my way to Grosvenor Square and the Biltmore Hotel. Now, it's not the busiest of days. This is going to be job number 8. I'm just hoping that I'm not going to be waiting too long, because I got to be honest, it's still half an hour at least between jobs at the moment.
I'll go to Euston, please.
Okay, sir.
Okay, head forward Grosvenor Square, but then I'm forced left because Upper Brook Street is closed for roadworks. Okay, right into Reeves Mews, right Park Street, forward Park Street, and then right Upper Brook Street. Forward Grosvenor Square, I've gone round in a circle, left Duke Street. This is kind of the same way as we went in the last job, isn't it? Past Selfridges on the left, right onto Wigmore Street as soon as that light turns green. And we'll just keep heading forward onto the two-way section of Mortimer Street. God, this seems really strange. Everything is different around here now, and I'm gonna have to just get used to it. Let me know what you think, drivers, about the new road systems around Cavendish Square and Mortimer Street. Forward Wimpole Street, I don't like this first light on Wimpole Street. The traffic is not good at all. I'm sure that's to do with the new road changes. Forward Wimpole, forward Devonshire Place, stay in the right lane, right onto the Marylebone Road. Then I'm just gonna hang in the bus lane. Well, hang out of the bus lane by the looks of it. Stayed in the left lane here, didn't use the underpass. Wasn't too long before the light turned green. Shot over the Euston Road and then left into the station approach. And I'll be setting this customer down on the left.
Thanks, sir. Okay, the Biltmore Hotel to Euston Station. Bread and butter job. Job number 8. Right, before I go to job number 9, just got to check in on someone. Dave! Dave! Have we got a VT today?
Yeah, the one about the drunk Duke.
Oh, yeah, the drunk Duke, yeah. Well, this is a good one. Yeah, a little oddity around St. James's involves someone getting a little bit drunk and having problems getting home. What's your favourite tipple, Dave?
I love a baby sham.
Baby sham? Run VT, Dave.
The Duke of Wellington's house is situated on the north side of Hyde Park Corner. It's called Apsley House and its address is number 1 London. The Duke would regularly jump onto one of his trusty steeds and make his way up Piccadilly, down St James's and along Pall Mall to meet up with a few of his chums at the Athenaeum Club. There the Duke would be treated like a modern day superstar, holding court and sharing stories about how he defeated Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo. All the time eating and drinking the best food and wine the club had to offer. After he had had his fill, he would then make his way back to number 1 London. Well, the Duke of Wellington was still frequenting the club well into his 60s, and that's where the problem started. At that age, and after a few bottles of wine, getting onto your horse late at night can be a problem. And that's where this granite block comes in very handy. It's a mounting stone and sits outside the main entrance to the Athenaeum Club. The Duke of Wellington installed it just outside the main doors to help him mount his horse. Because when you're in your 60s and a little bit tipsy, you need all the help you can get to get your leg over.
What did you think of that? He's a bit of a character, isn't he? Oh, what a way to get home every night. Imagine that, drunk on your own horse. Okay, let's get out of Euston Station and head towards job number 9.
From Euston Station, I headed towards Great Portland Street and thought I better go and check out the new two-way system on Mortimer Street. Now let me know what you think about this, drivers, and the new one-way system around Cavendish Square. Certainly felt strange turning right into Mortimer Street. Now I'm assuming this is all happening because one day Oxford Street will be pedestrianised, so all the traffic is going to have to be forced up north on to Mortimer Street, and so will the buses. Well, good luck with that.
UCLH Hospital, is that okay?
Sure, yeah.
So I needed a U-turn here to take me east on Wigmore Street, and that's exactly what I did. I wanted to try a different route here. It's the same sort of place as where we've been to, Euston Station, but I wanted to check out the new road layouts around Cavendish Square. Okay, traffic coming towards me feels very strange here. Left Chandler Street, right and left Portland Place, forward north onto Portland Place until we get to Park Crescent. Right Park Crescent, I need a right turn here, and I'm on the Euston Road. Stay left here, don't go on the underpass, else you're going to miss this job. Forward and bear right for the hospital, it's a U-turn, and I will set the lady neatly down on the left. There you go.
Thanks very much. Job number 9. That's my first street job of the day. And just where I've dropped off, I've got another job waiting for me right here. Another patient from the hospital, it looks like, has just come out. Let them jump in. Hi.
Mate, can you take us to St John's Wood Terrace?
That's very handy, practically back-to-back jobs. So forward on the Euston Road, wait for these lights, and we will continue on the Euston Road until I bear left and do left and right Great Portland Street. Going to cross over the Euston Road now, forward Albany Street, left into Chestergate, which will break me into the park. Once I get past those lights, left Chestergate, right into Regent's Park. Heading around the park now in a anti-clockwise direction. Starting to bear left now, past London Zoo on the left, and then past the Giraffe House on the right. You can watch those for free. Give them a visit. They got long necks. Right Avenue Road. Forward North Gate, left Prince Albert Road, right Amont Street, right Allenson Road, and left Allenson Road, set down on left.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Good luck, mate.
So, to my reckoning, that was job numero 10, Rodney. And a couple more should see us through on this rather quiet Monday.
From St John's Wood Terrace, headed out around the park, down south towards Baker Street, and, well, a funny thought occurred to me, something that happened last year when I dropped off at the Sherlock Holmes Museum.
As you can see, I'm just driving down Baker Street, and a bit of a funny incident concerning the Sherlock Holmes Museum here on my right. A family I dropped off there last year. I think they were from East Asia, somewhere like that, Chinese, Taiwanese. They asked me if they could visit Sherlock Holmes's grave after they visited the museum. Well, I had to give them the bad news, didn't I? And let me say, it didn't go down very well.
Yeah, fancy coming all that way and thinking Sherlock Holmes actually existed. Anyway, from there, headed south down Park Lane, around Belgrave Square, south onto Sloane Street, until eventually I landed in Sloane Square. So why not give Sloane Square rank a try? And that's exactly what I did.
Hi.
We're going to Ebury Street.
Just a little going home run from school. This one, comply Sloane Square, can't use Cliveden Gate or Eaton Gate because of the road works. Leave by Holborn Place, left Pimlico Road, left Ebury Street. Go all the way as far as I can on Ebury Street because these people live on the lower Belgrave end of Ebury Street. Left Eccleston Street here, and then it's going to be a right and left Chester Square, right Chester Square, right lower Belgrave, right Ebury, set down on left.
Sloane Square to Ebury Street, even if it was the lower Belgrave end of Ebury Street.
From there, I thought, hey, I might as well just go back to Sloane Square because it looked like it was buzzing around there and people needed cabs. So same again, Sloane Street. Did a full circumference of Sloane Square, and before I knew it, I was ranked up for job number 12.
Right, job number 2 from Sloane Square. Hello, sir.
Cavendish Square, please.
Cavendish Square, yeah.
Okay, comply Sloane Square. Nice job to finish the day on here. As you can see, loads of roadworks going on around the square. In fact, there's roadworks everywhere in London at the moment. Left Sloane Street, head north on the opulent Sloane Street. It does look rather nice, I must admit. After taking 2 years to refurbish, right Cadogan Place, forward Loud Street, forward West Howking Street, comply Belgrave Square, lead by Grosvenor Crescent. Get up to High Park Corner. Let's go around there again today. 4 times here, I think. Left Park Lane, in and out of the bus lane. Traffic still nothing to talk about, to be honest. Looking for a right turn, so I'm going to get into that right lane and I'll get the right turn onto Brookgate. Forward Upper Brook Street and then forward Grosvenor Square and then forward Brook Street. Keep heading east on Brook Street past Claridge's on the right. Hit the lights past Bond Street, forward Brook Street. Comply Hanover Square, leave by Hanover Place. Stop at the lights, cross Oxford Street, forward Holly Street, left Cavendish Square, set down on left.
Okay, that's your lot for today. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. It really helps. Until next time, see you back here.